Hey guys, and welcome to YakWaxLips. My name is Michael, your point-and-click adventurer, and today we're taking a look at an English haunting from Postmodern Adventures. If this is your first time here, this is the kind of thing that I do. I play adventure games, tell you about adventure games, review adventure games, and basically that's all I do. Adventure games. So if you love them too, please make sure that you smash that like, hit subscribe for more, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of my adventure game videos. So an English haunting comes from Postmodern Adventures, and their previous offering was the highly successful Nightmare Frames, won a couple of awards that did, I think. And this looks very much in the same vein. Amazing pixel art. Yeah, let's just click on new game. This is a demo, so you can get it yourself. Things are subject to change, and I generally just play about 20 minutes of a demo. So yeah, I'll leave all the links down below in the description so that you can wishlist it, download the demo, and all that good stuff. Right, let's go. London 1907. Yes, that is me doing a voiceover. I don't think it's voice acted, I don't know. Maybe it is, we'll find out. Thus, with this method we can determine the time of death within a margin of error of 2 hours. No, it's not. Does it skip by itself? I'd have to click. I'm going to leave it a second. Well, I'm going to click. I have to click. You should ask, Cooper. Me? Why not you? Hughes? Cooper? It would be interesting if you'd share your doubts with the class. Look what you achieved. Bah, coward. Professor Moore? Is it true that you and Professor Ward are devoted to hunting ghosts? My, you have been badly informed. We are devoted to studying them, not to hunting them. Oh, what? That's nonsense. Ghosts don't exist. Do you have any conclusive evidence that can substantiate that statement, Mr. Cooper? They're a myth. An invention of mankind to scare those of weak mind. Those of weak mind, eh? Very well. Let's see. How many of you believe in God? You can raise your hands. Unanimous. All of you? Well, perhaps you should be studying theology and not forensic medicine. You can lower your hands. I suppose you think the mere belief in him confirms his existence. Is there any supporting evidence? Any photographs? Have any of you seen him taking a stroll in Hyde Park? Has anyone talked to him? The Pope? Okay, let's set that witness aside for the moment. No one in the history has been able to prove it. The only proof we have is faith, and that regrettably won't do. Look, gentlemen, neither I nor Professor Ward asserts that ghosts exist. We're cautious with regard to the matter, even if we have reliable witnesses, and there are a large number of cases. Are those arguments enough to accept this as a fact? No. We would be falling into the same trap you fell into with respect to God. We investigate these claims with the best tools science has provided us. That is, the scientific method. A method I advise you to use before compulsively raising your hands to defend your beliefs. I don't think my father would agree with all that blasphemy. Your father agrees with the idea that students from poorer classes should never be allowed into a university, as well as agreeing to use child labour in his factories. So with due respect, Mr. Turner, you can take your father's opinion and... Come in. I'm sorry to interrupt, Patrick. It's quite alright. What do you need? Look, the Dean wants to see you. Can't it wait? The lecture is almost over. It's a delicate matter, Patrick. Is it about Rose? No, it has nothing to do with Rose. What relief. I was starting to worry. Talk to him, would you? I'll take care of the lecture. What were you teaching? The scientific method. Apparently these gentlemen don't get it yet. Noted. Well, gentlemen, the scientific method. One moment. What? Okay, press F1 for instructions. Let's do it. F1. Okay, left button interact walk to. Inventory. Place the cursor at the upper edge of the screen. Select an object and use it with the I for a description. Okay. That'll do. So there's the eye. We haven't got an inventory yet. As always, it's pixel art. I love pixel art. And you may notice that although their accents are amazing, I have got a bit of a cold right now, so apologies if it's not up to par. Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee? Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was admiring the trophies. Did you know the university won the Greco-Roman Wrestling Championship in '89? I did not. We haven't won since. Such a pity. There are more trophies in the hall. No more trophies in the hall. Why do I always find you in front of this cabinet? They're pretty, don't you think? Excuse me? The wrestling trophies. Ah yes, I suppose they are. It's such a point of pride for the university, right? Yes, of course. Can I inquire about your obsession with trophies? I want to win one! I mean, I want the university to win one in my discipline, Greco-Roman Wrestling. What's preventing you from participating in a championship? I understand you're a good wrestler. Manager Taylor! He doesn't want to be embarrassed like in '96. What happened in '96? Oxford humiliated us. They defeated all our wrestlers. Manager Taylor doesn't want that to be repeated. And in his view, the most sensible thing to do is not to compete. Makes no sense, right? Especially they have me. I'm the best wrestler the university has had in years. I might be able to convince the manager. I'd very much appreciate it. Tell him Oxford won't stand a chance against me. I'm big and relentless. And strong. You look strong, yes. Of course I do. The strongest in the university. Do you want to see it? Test me. There's no need. I trust you. Bring me a metal rod. I'll bend it for you. I don't have one, but don't worry. I'll do what I can to persuade Manager Taylor. Many thanks, Professor. Right, have a nice day. Have a nice day, Mr. Lee. You too, Professor Moore. Right, let's have a look around here. It was a gift from Raymond Baxter, former pupil and famous sculptor. It represents a certain Celt deity celebrating the winter solstice. The board has threatened to retire this pagan figure several times to the pupils' dismay. Every 21st of December, they fill the statue's bowl with whiskey and parade in front of it, paying their respects. Look at these plaques. Henry Carter, Dean. Oh, okay, so I've got to go to the Dean. Let's just have a bit of a wander around first before I go in. I want to talk to people. Raymond Price. Mr. Price? Professor Moore. Studying? Yes. Oh, is he a student? Well, no. I'm reading a treatise on medieval churches. And, let me see. My dear Gregory, I'm telling you the exact truth. I believe I am now acquainted with the extremity of terror and repulsion which a man can endure without losing his mind. I'm sorry, Don't worry, Mr. Price. Don't be ashamed of reading M.R. James. He's a national treasure. Continue with your reading. Thank you, Professor Moore. Okay. I'm going to just go straight to the Dean's office. Nice music. It's got a mood about it, hasn't it? Ah, Professor Moore! Good afternoon! Good afternoon, Dean Carter. Rector Williams, pleasure. Good afternoon, Professor Moore. You can get a chair for the back and... That won't be necessary. This meeting will be brief. Explain the facts, Dean Carter. Look, this week the university received a generous donation for the Metaphysic Investigations program run by you and Professor Ward. £5,000. 5? That's amazing! It would be if not for a terrible event. All that money has disappeared from the Bank of England. What? We've demanded an explanation and they've confirmed the money was withdrawn yesterday by your colleague. How is that? We wanted to speak with Professor Ward, but he didn't appear today for his lectures. Let's try and remain calm, gentlemen. The professor might simply be... We've been trying to locate him all day. He's vanished. He's run off with the money. He's an unprecedented scandal. Brilliant. Are you sure it was Professor Ward? Someone could have impersonated him? There are witnesses, and the signature with which the money was drawn is undoubtedly his. Lest we forget, his whereabouts are unknown. We believe in presumption of innocence and respect it, but in this case, I'm sorry, Professor Moore. This is the unvarnished truth. Who donated the money? We only know it was a group of intellectuals from London society. Nothing else. It appears they had no intention of making it public, and given the circumstances, they prefer to keep it that way. Why would he do that? That is exactly what we're wondering. How could he withdraw the money? He's just a teacher. He should be authorised. At one time, he combined his teaching job with the position of deputy treasurer. That was years ago. He resigned. Nevertheless, he was still registered at the Bank of London. We suspect he took advantage of that to commit this, crime.
Get to the point, Dean Carter.
Yes. I'm sorry to tell you that as a result of this matter, the board is considering eliminating your Metaphysic Investigations Department. But that can't be.
It is. My predecessor authorised this department because of the immaculate career of Professor Ward. Sir Archibald Ellsworth would roll over in his grave if he knew of this infamy. Surely you didn't presume to hope we'd keep this nonsense going after what happened, did you?
I understand there's discomfort with Professor Ward, but I'm a part of the department too. It isn't fair that I should be blamed for acts of which I'm not responsible. We know, Patrick, but...
Patrick? You mean Professor Moore? And I would beseech you not to challenge the board.
However, as a courtesy to you, we wish your exit from the department to be as...
Stop with this rubbish, Dean Carter! You have 72 hours to prove that your ghosts exist. If you don't present us with material proof by that deadline, forget about your department.
72 hours? That's not time enough to prove that no one has ever proven throughout the entire history of mankind.
That is your problem.
And express your thanks to Dean Carter.
He's the one who proposed it. If it were up to me, I would brick up that circus right now with my own hands. Damn it! We're the laughing stock of every university in the United Kingdom.
Let them laugh all they want, Vice-Chancellor Williams. They only display their ignorance.
Do you want some advice? Forget about those ghost fantasies and focus on your work as a teacher. You are the best teacher of forensic medicine in all of London. Focus on your work, for God's sake. This is a serious institution. Superstition has no place here, and neither do your progressive ideas. Are you aware that we have received complaints from some student fathers because of your radical ideas?
What's wrong with being progressive? Isn't it part of the university motto? Knowledge, improvement, progress?
Don't be a wise ass with me. And remember who you're talking to. "72 hours, Professor Moore. Prepare yourself to say goodbye to a fantasy that never had any place in an institution as respectable as this one."
"72 hours. 72 hours, Henry. It's humiliating. Why don't they just close the department immediately? I have more bad news to tell." "Really? There's more?" "Your department has been sealed. You won't be able to use any of the resources inside." "Damn it, Henry! Could you..." "I can't. If someone sees you there, they'll know it was me who conceded. That would put me in an awkward situation. The board is treating this matter very seriously. I don't want my position to be jeopardised. I beg you to understand." "Yes, I do. I didn't mean to put you in a predicament. I'm sorry. I know the search for the great beyond is your life, but I'm sure adversity will stretch your intellect even further. I don't know how, but try to find proof, please. If it's strong enough, I'll show it to the board and they'll be forced to keep the department open." Okay. Sorry, just a little blow of my nose right there. Right. I'm really enjoying this. I know it's very wordy for a demo, but I like it. The Duel of Seven Stars by Bram Stoker. Who? Who's that? I've heard of them. Alright. Great God Pan by Arthur Machen. In a Glass Darkly by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. Williams would be angry if he saw you devoted time to these readings while working. There's books. I just received an order from that new library near the London Archaeological Society. Do you know it? No? You should see for yourself. There are some genuine jewels. I'll do that. Okay, what else can we click on in here? Globe. I wonder if Professor Ward is still in London. That's the same thing I want to know. Those are books here. Right, come on, let's move on. Let's get out of this joint. Oh dear, I won't be able to prove the great beyond exists in such a short time without the Professor's help. I need to find him. Maybe I can discover something that will help me find him at his home on Dorset Street. Bing! Looks like we have a map. Let's have a look. Options. No. Zoom. I guess we go this way and the map will appear. Okay, let's see. We are going. Oh yeah, look at that. That's awesome. This is like Light City a little bit. University, Dorset Street. Okay, very dark. That's it, room number 4. So you're a friend of Professor Ward? Exactly. And he's vanished, sadly. Why do you want to examine his room? Are you from Scotland Yard? No, I'm a professor such as he. I only want to have a look to see if there's anything that might enlighten me to his whereabouts. Ah, that makes sense. When was the last time you saw him? I thought we went out last evening. I was in bed, but I heard his footsteps on the stairs. Have you seen him since then? No, sir. Oh, listen to that music. That's great. Did you notice anything strange about him? Of course I noticed. Not only yesterday, always. He's a strange man, though a very polite one. Oh, I wish the rest of my tenants were as courteous as him. Why is the corridor so dark? The electric company convinced me to install this new light system in the house. Had him tell me the price would double compared to gas light. That's what progress means, you know. Progress for the usual suspects, those in power. I've told the tenants not to use the corridor light unless they want my bills to start affecting their rent. It's curious that he lived here. I mean, his salary was high enough to afford him a better place than this. This hovel? Is that what you wanted to say? I don't mean to offend you, Miss Dawson. No, you'll be right. This is a hovel. Though it's the classiest hovel in all of East End. And with the biggest rooms for 4 blocks. Would you do me the kindness of lending me the key to the room? I don't have it. How is that? Professor Ward was a bit forgetful. He asked for my copy of the key in case he lost his. It would be the first time that's happened. So he has 2 keys? And me none. That's it. How can I get into his room? You can wait for the locksmith to come tomorrow. I'm afraid I don't have that much time. Well, you can try to open the door yourself. I won't complain, but please try not to break it. I'll be downstairs if you need me. Okay, we are here. Let's have a look. Plaque. Don't know if I'll be able to read the plaque. 3. Try and open this door. That's not Professor Ward's room. Okay, so I presume this one is then. Closed. I can't properly see the number on the plaque, but I'd say it's a 4. Brilliant. I can't read anything. There's barely any light. I can't discern what kind of plaque this is. What about right-clicking on it? No. Here's the... Oh, what was that? Switch. There we go. One moment. There's something inside the lamp. Aha! I can't reach it. Can you pull the plant over? Daisies. Wonderful. So that looks is probably a key. However, you can't reach it, so we need to do something. Vent. Pull it. There's nothing inside the vent. Rules of the house. The rent is paid the first day of each month. Is that it? Breakfast will be served from 7 to 8 AM. No animals allowed. Out of the respect to the rest of the tenants, silence is requested beyond 10 PM. Alright, let's leave the rest of the rules. Let's go and see if we can ask Ms. Dawson for a ladder or something. Oh no, is he just going to go back here? No! I'm going to go back here and see if I can speak to her. Can I knock on this? No. Okay. So I'm guessing we can't get that. Right, let's turn the switch off. I'd rather keep the corridor lit. Okay, fair enough. So we can't go down. We can't talk to her. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go back to the university. See what we can find elsewhere. We didn't really investigate it, did we? Not properly, anyway. Bim bum bum. Let's talk to Mr. Cook. See the janitor? Mr. Cook? Yes. Did they order you to remove the portrait of Professor Ward? What do you think? I think yes. Exactly. Who ordered it? Who do you think? Vice Chancellor Williams? Exactly. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. I'm going to say carry on. Mr. Cook, yes? Do you need help? I see you're finding it hard to remove a simple portrait. Do you think old Cook isn't smart enough to take down a picture? Of course not. Exactly. Wait a moment, does that mean I am or not? I'm smart enough to take down a portrait. Ah, good. Some genius thought it would be better to attach the paintings with glue instead of a pair of hook screws. In his defence, I'll say that not for anything in the world would I have suspected one of these illustrious professors was a filthy thief. You've already been informed, have you? Sadly. Who would have thought, eh? Though it's not like it comes as a total surprise frequenting the places he did. But I will manage to take down this portrait with no tool. One only needs to know how to apply force. Thus said Pythagoras, give me a place to stand and I shall move the world. That was Archimedes. You don't need to correct me. I'm not one of your pupils. And what places did Professor Ward frequent? A pub for one in the East End. The Red Lion. Someone of his stature visiting such establishments. How embarrassing. And in the company of a tart. One moment. What's tart? A courtesan, I guess. They seem quite close. She's surely his accomplice. How do you know that? Rumours travel as fast as bad news. I need to find that woman. She might know where I can find Professor Ward. If you find her, give her to the police. I already told you she surely has something to do with the money theft. Excellent, we have something new to go. Alright, carry on. Carry on. We are going to go to the Red Lion, but I'm going to do it off camera. I'm going to carry on with this, and I'm going to pause the demo here for you guys to figure out the rest of the mystery. This is really intriguing. I really like this. The artwork, the music, the story. I am engrossed, and I hope you are too. Let me know down below in the comments what you think, and if you'll be picking this up. It's called an English haunting. It comes from Postmodern Adventures. There is no release date yet, but just wishlist it and follow the development and see where it goes. Right, thanks very much for watching, guys. If you have really enjoyed what I do, please go ahead and join my Patreon. Really appreciate that. And if you want to leave a like as well, why not? Till next time, guys, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is you're doing right now, and take care.